Cool.
Hi there, my name is Kendrick, and welcome to another interview with the ENFP male. Today, I'm interviewing Andreas, so welcome, man.
Hi. Hello. So yeah. Okay, just telling them my type.
Yeah, what's your type?
I'm an ESFP. In OPS, I am a double feminine, consume, sleep, play, blast. SEFI.
And what did you think, and how did you feel when you got your results back?
Um, I wasn't really too surprised. I was watching my video like the day before I got my type back, and I started picking up those like ESFP vibes, like just talking very like a surfer dude and stuff. So I don't know. I was not shocked at all. Yeah. um
Yeah, go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
So what's a so you said that you watch yourself when you send in your videos and stuff, and you had like the surfer dude vibe and whatnot. Um, what is like a typical day in life for you, as like your specific type of ESFP? You're the introverted one. And
Yeah. Well, I don't know. For me, it's really just a lot of just relaxing and just hanging out. Um, like even at work, like I'll just, like just be chilling on my breaks and stuff, like just not doing anything. Like I don't know. I'm just always pretty mellow, I guess. Just not like too much chaos going on, but um yeah, pretty, I don't know, normal, pretty chill.
I want to ask you some questions about your NI, because that's like the one in the bottom, and that's like the interesting one. You have masculine NI at the bottom. One of the things that I noticed with ESFPs that they struggle with is planning ahead. It's like it's not like
Yeah,
you can't see what's gonna happen in the future. You just choose not
yeah,
to plan ahead to go there. Does that sound
yeah,
pretty accurate to you? Like you do know what's gonna happen, but you kind of just like ignore it.
yeah. Like I kind of like can like get a feeling of what's gonna happen down the road, and um but I guess since it's like kind of like in the back, I don't really access it as much in terms of planning and stuff like that. Like everything I do is just like go with the flow. And like when I actually have to plan something, I get really stressed out about it. Or when I have to narrow down and do all that OI stuff, like it's draining and it's like a pain in the ass and stuff. But yeah, it's for the most part, I could almost really like see where things are going or just kind of predict, like pretty strong prediction on stuff.
What part of the planning process stresses you out? Like what about it like is stressful?
Narrowing down, I guess, just trying to pinpoint exactly like the one thing, like I don't know, like if I'm going somewhere, it's like, okay, well, what do you want to do when we get there? It's like, I don't know, like we'll just see when we get there. Like, like it's just I don't want to be tied down to one specific um thing, I guess.
Yeah. Well, how come you can you plan like to do multiple things so it's not like you're tied down? Like can you
Yeah, that like I don't really have any problem with that. Like just like, oh, we can go for a walk or we can sorry, get food or do this or do that. Like having my options open is
yeah,
like always nice and preferred.
yeah. Well, I'm a fellow EP, so I can relate to that options open. Like
Yeah.
I have I know this one INTJ guy who keeps wanting to travel with me, but then he when we're about to plan our trip, shows me this stupid Excel sheet of like what we're gonna do every hour of the day, and I'm like, screw this! I don't want to travel like this. This is
Yeah.
bullshit, Like I want to go
Yeah.
there. Like maybe I'll like when you travel, there's like must see places, right? But like,
Yeah.
but outside of those, I want to keep the options open because like, what if you go there and then you discover there's something even better? So like, why would you copy
Yeah.
it, right? So
Yeah, exactly. That's
yeah,
how I am with everything. Like I was like, I don't know, we don't like um I might go shopping later, but I'm not really deciding on what store specifically, but like sometimes you find something that you're not even looking for and it's even better than what you would have expected.
yeah. Okay, let's. So that sounds like you're talking about your SF consume now, because you're
Oh
talking
yeah,
about like
yeah.
shopping and stuff. Because when I go shopping, I don't do what you're doing because I don't have SE, I have NE, right? So,
Yeah.
can you talk about that process where like for like material objects, like you do want to keep your options open, whether it's like buying like, a new gadget or buying food or something. Like what is that like? Like wanting to keep the option open for that certain thing.
Um oh, I don't know. It's like it's hard to explain when you're like doing it like automatically, I guess. Um like recently I just started getting into like raw denim. So I've just been like looking at all the brands and then like looking at the ones that I like how they look and then kind of just like diving into those, like doing just watching reviews and stuff. What else? Just visiting their sites like every day, looking at all their products, all of that kind of stuff. Um, and I guess for me, it's just on the appeal of the products that they make and stuff that I kind of um, guide myself towards. And yeah, I don't know. It's tricky to explain.
Yeah, it's all good, man. You're blast last, so it's all good. Um, okay, so raw denim is super expensive. Um,
Yeah.
and one of the things that I've noticed with the ESFPs is like once you guys buy the thing that you want, you don't want it anymore. Can you talk about that feeling where like you've like been hyping yourself up to get this like thing, and then once you got it, you're like, next big thing, like
Yeah, no, I actually raw denim right now is the next big thing. But before this, it was like leather goods. Like at the beginning of the year, I bought just um like valet trays that you put your keys in when you get home. I was looking at wallets, leather bracelets, leather belts, um, just like anything made out of leather. And like as soon as I bought a whole bunch of that stuff, like that was like in February. I was like, all right, well, what's the next thing now? So now I'm moving on to this, and I'm just like, I kind of that I kind of noticed, like afterwards, after the fact that I did that. Um,
do you have buyer's remorse for all the letter stuff since you kind of got bored of them already?
Not really. I mean, they're like everything's nice and stuff. So I'm just like gathering and gathering, just over gathering.
Yeah. Well, I guess trends loop back. So
Yeah,
by the time it loops back, it's cool again. Um,
yeah, yeah. I'll just be like, oh yeah, I still have that. Let me check it out. Let me bring that out and just,
yeah.
all right, cool, cool. Yeah.
Um, does it have the same feeling though when you bring it back out as opposed to like you bought something new? Because it's not the same.
Um, yeah, no, it does. Like I kind of tend to put like a sentimental value in like a bunch of things I own. So like I'll hold on to stuff for like a really long time, even if they're out of fashion or out of trend. Like I have a tendency of still like I have like so many old worn pairs of shoes in my closet that I'm like, I can't get rid of these. I'm not gonna wear them, but I'm gonna hold on to these.
Is it because like when you look at it, you have like that feeling of nostalgia from like when you used to wear them and like what happened and whatnot?
Yeah, yeah, like like I'll bust out like an old pair of shoes and I'll look at it and then I'll just think of like how awesome they looked when they were new and all the compliments, especially the compliments people gave me and stuff. I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna hold on to these.
Let's talk about the compliments. So like when you have like a cool piece of like thing like clothing or shoes whatever, and you get compliments, How does it make you feel when like people compliment you about those things?
Um, it feels good. It feels also just like I just feel like I'm cool and stuff. Like I'm just
Yeah,
like, all right, yeah, I'm like, that's what I was going for.
yeah,
Like, yeah, you like, yeah, I've just been admiring these two myself.
yeah.
I don't know, it's funny.
Yeah, so I'm lead NE, right? So for me, like when I get those things, those kind of compliments, I feel weird, like
Oh, really?
yeah, and like I start thinking, I'm like, people notice like this kind of stuff, like that's like that's kind of stuff that comes in my head. But
Yeah.
I guess for you, it's like, yeah, of course people notice this kind of stuff, of course, like that's why I guess you would dress the part so you can see how the people would react to it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's talk about the people side of things. You're a double decider, so you have introvert feeling and extrovert thinking, and you're kind of balanced in the middle. You lean more to your FI, which is double activated. Um, so talk about your how balanced you are with like self and tribe. Your masculine FI and feminine TE.
Yeah. I'm I'm for like as um double deciding as I am, I'm pretty like neurotic still. Like, and also like, I don't know, like people kind of like, how do I say it? Like I always, sorry, I can't put it in a sentence. I don't know. I'm still kind of feel like I'm weird with people because of the double activated FI. So like, so like, hmm, that's a tough one. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I just try not to let people really get to me or something. I don't know.
When you offend a tribe, you know what you did, though, right? Like
Oh,
you're
yeah, that kind of stuff. I like to troll people a lot, and I guess sometimes I do cross the line. Um, like often, I guess, especially if I'm with people I'm comfortable with, like I know what aggravates them, and I'll just say things, and I'm just like, all right, let's get a rise out of you real quick.
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you're like poking the bear. You're like
Yeah,
self amusing. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Like
yeah,
I do so much of that, especially like on on social media in general. I do that. Like I could do that all day and just have fun with it.
what if what if it's the other way around and people are like trying to trigger you? How do you?
um, most of the time I get irritated for like maybe even like a quick second before I'm just like, all right, yeah, you're messing with me, or yeah, that's funny, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't really like it too much when people do it to me, but I don't know. I I kind of ask for it all the time too, with just like self-depreciative humor and stuff like that.
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you recover from it pretty quickly. It's not like, it's just like a few seconds and then you're like, okay, whatever. It's annoying, but whatever. It's not like, you know.
yeah, yeah. I think because it happens so much, like um I for like the longest time I thought it was a decider because of that. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm just like, okay, it makes sense. Like if I'm like waiting through it more often, then it's gonna be more it's not gonna be as extreme as having the decider functions on the polls.
All right. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you some my own personal questions for the consume, sleep, play, blast type. So you guys do something that's really annoying, and I wanna ask you about it of why you do it. Okay, I'm curious. Um, so I noticed a lot of the consume, sleep, play, blast, especially the EP ones, regardless of the type, whether ESFP, ENFP, ESTP, or whatever. Like it's like a thing. Is whenever you're planning a trip or some kind of like group um, gathering or something, and obviously the person that's organizing it has to manage a lot of people's schedule, um, and they want you to commit to a time and day, just to make their life easy because they have to deal with like other people too. And
Yeah,
because
yeah.
last and you're an EP, you have a tendency to put it off, and then you're stressing the fuck out of the organizer. So I've been on this side
Yeah.
before, but I've also seen IJ stress out about this. And I'm like, what the hell? Just like give a date, just like, see from the perspective of the other person. It's hard to plan, and
Yeah.
then you're making it even harder. So can you talk about your experience with that? And it sounds like this has happened to you before, where someone was planning and you were like the guy that's like taking forever to
Yeah, yeah. No, this actually happened last Christmas. My friend wanted me to go with her to her family's, and I wasn't giving her a straight answer. I was like, "Ooh, maybe, I don't know." And then it was getting closer, and she was just like, "Well," and I was just like, I don't know." And I was like, "All right, fine, yeah, I'll go." But like, yeah, because she's in a IJ, so she's always planning things, and then I'm just kind of giving shrugs about whether I want to participate or not. So it's a daily thing for me.
what made it hard for you to just like agree like ahead of time to
Um, I don't know because like I was just like, well, what if my like sister wanted to do something or my brothers? But I mean, they're usually doing their own thing, so like we're all kind of just like separate. So I was just like, well, I don't know. What if I end up doing nothing? Then I'm gonna be bored, or then I'm not gonna have anything to do.
um so that's why you agreed last minute. It's like because you had nothing to do and you would be bored, and then you're like, okay, let's have something to do.
No, because I don't know. I was just like, I'm like, okay, well, it sorry, it's cat.
It's all good.
It could be um I don't know. I was planning on saying yes the whole time, I guess, but I was just thinking about other things. I guess just keeping my options open, I guess.
Right, right. um but you do know you know you're stressing out your IJ friend. So how does that make you feel, like knowing that you're, or is it like you don't know? Okay. Yeah, what's
I'm
going on
aware
there?
of it. Um I'm aware of it. I'm just I don't know. I I think it's just a whole double deciding thing. Like I'll think about the other person, and then I'm just like, all right, well, but do I want to do this, or like like what do I want to do? Um, so like sometimes I just like a little back and forth on that for like a super long time, like processing it, pinging, process, ping. Um, Especially because like that play is like double feminine, so it's just like it's flimsy. So like I was like, oh yeah, I'm make plans with you, but then like I shift back into my little sleep world, and I'm just like, like it hits the brakes really fast.
Well, okay, what if you go to your sleep processing, and you decide, okay, I don't want to go, but the person's waiting for an answer and you're still kind of like, not sure, like what, is it hard for you to just tell the person, no, I'm not going, you know?
Um, it depends on who it is, I guess. If I have a lot of experience with the person, or if it's someone like I'm with all the time. I mean, if I'm with someone like all the time, then I feel like more comfortable giving flimsy answers than if it's someone then like I don't really know. If it's like someone I don't know really well, then I'm just like, all right, yeah, I'll meet you there. Or um actually no, I don't know. It's like some people I can just say no to. Like I'm just like, oh, like that sounds cool, but I think I'm gonna be busy that day, or like I'll tell them at the last minute I can't make it, or like kind of like that.
Right. Right. Damn, I can see him sleep playing last. uh, no, it's all good. It's all good. I know. I have a lot of friends this type. So I'm like, it's so annoying. Just give me a no. I don't care if
Yeah,
you come or not. Just give me a yes or no. Like, have your friends
yeah,
ever push you to that point where it's like, just give me a yes or no. I don't care if you come or not.
yeah. It happens a lot. Like I don't know. Yeah, I kind of have the tendency to like just aggravate a lot of my friends. So I mean, I don't know that I kind of been aware of it for a while
Yeah.
before typology and stuff, and so like Like now it makes sense.
Are you are you really indecisive as a result of blast last? Like, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's one of the key features for my type, I guess, or for me specifically. I'm extremely indecisive. Um, yeah.
What would make you make a decision? What would have to happen? Like, do you need to be under pressure for that to happen? Like people are like on your ass, or like there's a deadline or something, or how do you?
Yeah, I guess those things, and like if and like probably my FI, like if I really wanted to do it, then yes. But if I'm like unsure, then I'll like kind of try and wiggle around it or not give a straight answer. But if I'm like, oh, you want to go watch this movie later? I'm like, oh yeah, I want to watch that. Yeah, definitely. Let's go watch that. And then like that's where it's I guess it's all right there. Um on the FI, probably.
So it depends how bad you want to consume something.
Yeah, that too also. That's definitely a big part of it.
So it consumes the boss. Then that's what you're trying to say.
I mean, yeah, I think my consume's also double activated
Yeah,
through sleep and pay. Yeah.
yeah.
So
No, activate consume. Yeah, yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense.
And,
That
and
makes
you have
sense.
double masculine sleep, so you're gonna be stubborn as hell. Uh,
Yeah.
um. Okay. So it sounds like to me, based on what you said, that the consume sleep play blast ESFP. I mean, not everyone, of course, but a lot would be like this. Um, so if it's consume related and it's like something you really want, then you can make a decision quick. But if it involves hanging out with a tribe, that's kind of like not sure, that's going to be like
Yeah.
in a not sure area. Or anything that requires you to leave your house is also
Um,
not sure, unless you really want to consume it. Like it's
yeah, because I don't know, there's like some people who I am aware of that are like draining, like whether it's energy or just they talk a lot. So like I kind of try and judge it, but I usually spend a lot of time just trying to think of yes or no. Um, but I kind of remember when I was younger, I would kind of leave the house and then go and just walk around and explore and just I'm okay with that. Like if I'm doing it for no reason and there's like really nothing else to do, then like I'm fine with it, I guess. But I think now I'm kind of more, I think I'm a little bit more stubborn on it. Like a lot more.
right. Let's talk about your sleep. It's double masculine NF sleep. So can you talk about what is meaningful to you, and what is something long term that you would like to that you aspire to be?
Um, oh, that's a tough one. Um, I don't know. I'm like the NF sleep is super weird. Um, it kind of feels like it will like yeah, they were saying like, like you're projecting how you're gonna feel in the future. So like what are you gonna do about it now? Kind of puts a lot of pressure on it. So it just kind of ends up like getting really complex. Um, I don't know. I don't know what I aspire to be though. Um,
I'm in a savior
like
state.
yeah, yeah. I'm just like it'll come to me, but I just have been thinking about this like my whole life, and I don't know. I can't really. I haven't figured it out yet.
Is it you haven't figured it out, or you refuse to close your options? Because
Uh, I,
there's probably a part of you that knows what it is. It's just
yeah,
it's scary to commit to that idea.
that's the other thing is just committing to an idea and then sticking with it because of wanting to not close my options, I guess. That makes sense.
Well,
That you put it that way.
what does your gut tell you you should aspire to?
Um, I don't know, just do something meaningful and something that's gonna inspire others and make them feel good. Um, something that I could have fun with and enjoy doing. Um, like just trying to enjoy life more and just not being always um like stressed out, I guess, or like stop sweating the small things.
What does your gut tell you what that thing is? That thing you
Mm, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's yeah. I have no idea what it is.
it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm not trying to put you in the spot. I'm just
No,
curious.
no, no, it's cool. I never really thought of, well, I mean, yeah, it's just one of those things that keeps on like trying to figure it out, I guess, for a while. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What about let's go talk about your blast last. So it's NT. Um before the interview, you had trouble setting up Zoom. Do you have trouble with the NT part of things in life? Like when it comes to like problem solving and whatnot? Is that something that you personally find something like challenging?
Yeah, like all the time. I can't it I don't know, like not understanding how things work when I can't see it. It's like complicates everything. But like, yeah, I don't know. It takes me a while to pick up on it, like to figure it out. But like, I think because I rely on SE so much that it kind of, what's it called? Like I need it. Like I need to keep um like if I don't understand how something's working, I'll do like so much research on it, but never actually do it. So yeah, it's kind of like that.
Got it. Um, that's tough. Blast last life is tough. Um,
Yeah.
there's something I noticed with some blast last week. Well, it's not everyone, but like there's like a percentage. So I want to know if you're um like how you feel about this, but like a lot of consume sleep blast last, they have this vibe that like they just can't be bothered to do something, you know. Do you resonate with that? Like you just can't be bothered to like, you know, go to like attend to like an event, just can't be bothered to do this, just can't be bothered to do this. Like can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. I don't know, um, like at work sometimes, like some people will not show up to work, so my boss will come and ask me, "Hey, would you be able to cover like this area because they're not going to come in today?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, like I'll do it." But like in the back of my head, I'm just like, I don't want to do it, but like I don't know, like I guess I'm pretty agreeable, even though I disagree, or like I don't know, just like um when my siblings like call me and they need a favor, like that's like always like bugs me, even though it's just like they never ask me for favors like all the time. But I'm just like, okay, yeah, hold on, give me like a couple of minutes because I'm just, chilling. I don't want to move or do anything, but as I'll help you out, I guess.
Oh, I see. So you have trouble overcoming inertia. Like once you're in your like chill spot,
Yeah,
you don't want to just get out of the chill spot.
yeah, yeah. It's like that too sometimes. Like, especially if I get like when I get off of work, like I don't want to really want to do anything, but then it's just like someone just comes along and it's like, hey, I need help. And I'm just like, all right, I have to get back up again. just sat down.
Do you,
And there-
is there a part of you, so you chill a lot, like you said, as like because you're consumed sleep, so you're just like, enjoying like different shows or entertainment or researching and whatnot, or sometimes you're just like laying there just relaxing, uh daydreaming, but is there a part of you that feels like you could be more productive with your life? Is there like a part of you that kind of like thinks about that? It's like, "Ah, I wish I was a little bit more productive. I wish I was doing more." It's like, is that something that you think
yeah,
about?
yeah, that pops up every day. It's like always, if it's not in the back of my head, I'm just trying to think about what I want to do to be productive, or if there's something I should be doing instead. Um, yeah, that usually that happens a lot of the time. It's there.
Does it make you feel bad that you are not as productive as you would like? Something that
Um,
you,
Not all the time. Like if it's something important I should be doing, or if it's like, um, I guess I kind of um put it on a spectrum of how important it is, I guess. Um, that yeah, I think that's where the SCTE play comes in, like um where it is on the spectrum on like how hard it is to do, or how much I need to do it, I think.
you have double masculine NF sleep. So as a savior, that means you would technically be very good at prioritizing what is the most important to do. So are you aware of like what is the most important thing you should be doing in your life?
Um,
Any given time? Is that something that you think about?
yeah, yeah. Like like I know like there's like so many options out there that I could be applying to make my life like to like, like look for a better job, or like um just like anything, like I could be exercising or put more time towards that. And but like instead, like it's the um what's it called? I don't know, it's always the consume that gets in the way, I guess. Um like I don't know, like I know I shouldn't be eating this candy bar, but it's like I'm just gonna eat it anyways.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I can relate to that. Like I'm still an EP, so I if I there's something yummy, I'll still eat it. Um, I want to ask you though. So part of being EEP is kind of weird. It's like there's a part of you that's like you're always in this like scarcity mindset. Like you kind of like want to keep gathering because like you know.
Yeah.
But have you ever thought of using that in a good way where like to kind of like freak you out on purpose so that you can like get things done that like you really care about, like get like a better job, for example, or like some other stuff like because for me, um I always think I was like I could be dead, like I mean I'm like time is ticking, I'll never get this time back. And maybe it's like a it's like a masculine sensory thing because you're feminine sensory, right? So the timeline thing is like not as obvious to you. But for me with masculine sensory, I'm always thinking, it's like, holy shit, every minute I sit here, time is ticking. I will never have this time back. And before I know it, I'll be freaking 50, 60, 70, 80. And then my youth is going away and I've wasted it, like doing jack shit. And
Yeah.
like, and then when I think about that and I'm like, fuck, I need to better get moving then. I don't care if I feel like shit right now because this is something I wish I would have like when I'm older. Like if I'm like 60 or something, or like let's say 70,
Yeah.
I bet I would look back when I was like, in my 30s, 20s, 30s, and 40s and be like, dude, you had so much energy back then. You could have done so much, now you're freaking old, it's like,
Yeah.
so I kind of like have that thought in my head. Like I picture myself as like a 70-year-old person or 80-year-old. And I'll be like, you would kill to have what you have right now. So if you were at that age and you get a second chance at life, what would you do? Right. And then that's kind of like how I think about things. And I'm like, shit. You're right. And like,
Yeah.
like it's like I'm just talking to myself, you know. So it's like shit, I better get moving then. Better like stop, like watching some stupid shows on Disney Plus or Netflix or whatever. I gotta get moving. So wasting my life, my youth. Does
Yeah.
that thought ever come in your head? Like you get scared, you're like, ah shit, like I'm still young, I better do something with this.
Yeah, no, that that's yeah, that comes across my mind like a lot. Like especially when I'm like sick or something and I can't do anything, like when I had COVID at the beginning of the year, I was just like bored and I was like, okay, I could be doing so many other things right now. But I don't know, the funny part is like it's like I'm aware of that, but I still kind of just end up really doing nothing. Like I don't know, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do it tomorrow or something.
Right. Do you have trouble scheduling it for yourself? So obviously planning for other people is hard, but what about for yourself? Can you like put it in a calendar? How would that make you feel? Like, like Dave always makes fun of like ESFPs, and he's like, you guys gotta get a goal set, gotta set your goals, like as he said, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm
Yeah,
like, why is goal setting hard? You freaking put in a piece of paper, stick it to the wall, and then
yeah,
and then you do it. And then I'm like, but then I do know some people have trouble with especially with a masculine NI. I feel like it's a masculine NI thing. Because like for you guys, I don't know if you feel this way, but maybe you can tell me. A lot of masculine NI feel like when you set a goal, it's final. Like you can't change it. And I'm like, why can't you change it? You set the goal, a freaking goal. And if it's
yeah.
not working out, you freaking change it. Why does it have to be set? But I'm like, okay, I don't have masculine NI, so I don't relate. But do you feel that
Um,
way when it comes to goal setting? Does it feel final?
um, it it does in the sense that like if I set a date or anything like that, like I feel like if I don't follow through with it, then I'm not gonna do it at all. Um, so like that's how it gets me, I guess. Like I don't know, like I'm like, okay, well, I was gonna do that yesterday, but I'll just do it next week, whatever. And then I just won't do it. Like so that's kind of the pattern I've noticed about myself throughout my life.
But what if you write it down or you stick it to the wall and now you can see it. It's like right in your face, you know?
Um yeah, then it kind of pushes me towards it more. Or if it's like I have a due date for something and it's on a piece of paper, then I'm gonna keep looking at it to remind myself. And like looking, I'm like, okay, look at this is reality. Like look at it, follow through. Like don't think about it, just get it done. Or um, I don't know. I've kind of been trying to do a little bit better at that. Like um, um, just trying to get things done and get them out of the way before they're even due.
Nice.
So yeah, like I had to smog my car and that's not due till the end of this month. So I was like, all right, let me do it now so then I don't have to worry about it later. Um, so I've kind of been trying to pick up on at least some things, but I don't know, like most of the time it's just like if it's not imposed on me, then I won't really think about it, I guess.
Right. I guess it's work in progress.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Trying to be responsible.
Yeah. All right. All right, dude. We'll wrap up the interview here. So
Okay.
thanks for coming out and sharing
Yeah.
more about your struggles with like that NI at the bottom and also with your blast last. The struggle is real. Like whatever the last
Yeah.
animal is freaking hard.
Yeah.
Um,
Struggle is
so
real.
yeah. I get you. I have sleep last. So for me, like the sleep is the struggle, which is kind of ironic. It's like when you just sleep, why is that hard? I'm like, it is
Yeah.
hard. So, but for you, it's your blast, right? So all right, man. Thanks again.
Thank
And
you.
peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day, and don't work too hard. Just kidding.
Yeah. I won't. I won't. All right, man.
Later.